Police
Okay,
Department.
I record my interaction with the police. What's your name?
Officer Flores,
Okay,
Garland Police
F
Department.
F L O R E S.
That is correct.
Okay, and your badge number?
144053.
Okay. Did they tell you anything before you came out?
Yes, so you were trying to make a report. How can I help you today?
Well, I'm trying to flee abuse, and it's been impossible. I cannot flee it. So each location I go to, I've been banned from Fort Worth and schemes, banned from Denton and schemes. Shelters in Dallas won't let me in, schemes in Tyler. So each location I relocate to, shelter's very vital for a woman fleeing. Someone has threatened to tase me, pulled a gun on me. Someone has pulled a knife on me. All kinds of assaults all over the place. 3 or 4 times a day, people I don't know were threatening me. A lot of psychological abuse. Restaurants, multiple different ones, were burning my food. And you've already taken a report. Are you able to see what's going on? I did a report that I had a threat on. I have the threat recorded at Motel 6
Okay.
by the old movie theater.
Okay.
I reported that to the police that I got a threatening call. But some kind of way it was a misunderstanding, and they denied me check-in at that hotel, future check-in. They said the police had something to do with it, but Motel 6 denied check-in. And then I had multiple different lies at the Denny's across the street. They were trying to scheme so I couldn't purchase food there, and I had that recorded too. I never got a call for an investigator for all of the experiences. Some kind of way was another understanding at New Beginnings in Garland, and I was assaulted and arrested for attending a domestic violence support group.
How can I help you today?
I'm still explaining.
Okay.
So if I can't report my abuse because the police department's involved in it, what kind of position would that put one human being in? That means that I'm being robbed of my rights because police refuse to abide by the law and abuse their power. It's impossible. I have not been able to call the police on the police. So they get to assault and arrest me for attending the domestic violence support group, come bully and violate me for trying to flee abuse they're enlisted in year after year with absolutely no consequences. So once again, I was saying that I was trying to. First off, I got ran off the road prior. Had evidence, showed it to the organization New Beginnings and the police, where a man ran me off the road, got out the vehicle, stood in front of the car. I recorded all of it. Terrified, I went to the organization. The police controlled the organization and told them to set me an appointment a month away. I kept calling on the phone trying to get the times for the domestic violence support group. They kept hanging up in my face. So I just came when I read the paperwork and saw when the group was handled. So the lady let me in. She saw that I was trying to get in the group. The police department showed, arrested me and assaulted me, and took me to jail. I was not deprived of my constitutional right to go to court. I went to told railroaded me to go to Texas Rangers to report crimes to keep me away from my daughter and my son. Then I was arrested there and deprived of my constitutional right to go to court. And none of these reports that I made to Texas Rangers and all over the place have been investigated. I'm tired of feeling like my life is in danger. How much longer must I endure this day after day? Having to be scared if you can't even purchase food in peace.
So who's threatening you?
I like to give you my YouTube channel that there's evidence. Do you have a body cam on? Okay. The evidence of multiple different parties threatening me and depriving me of transit, fleeing in crises. When I'm trying to hurry up and flee at locations, bus drivers that I don't know, armies full of them leave me, start arguments, contribute to psychological abuse, jeopardize my safety by driving reckless. Each time I'm trying to give people evidence, they tamper with evidence and won't take it. I'm trying to give you evidence of who's threatening me.
Do you have any names?
I think that this guy named Jason Gardner's behind it. Each time I try to report him, I get bullied and violated, and the police department repeatedly covers for him. And an army full of people that prank call me and mistreat me. They say he's an innocent man. I don't know what's happening, but if I'm not being violated, why would all domestic violence organizations, all of them, deny me of assistance?
Okay. So those departments that you have press charges on or made reports on, that's going to be completely different from.
I'm just not understanding why you're tampering with evidence right now. I won't take my channel. That's a felony charge in your report.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm not going to look at your YouTube. That's why I'm asking.
But tampering with evidence is a felony, and you have to not commit a crime.
Me looking at your YouTube.
No,
channel.
I'm trying to give you evidence for this report, and you're denying it, and tampering with evidence is a felony?
I'm not denying it. That's what I'm trying to get it from you.
Right. So I'm giving you my YouTube channel with the evidence on it, and you're tampering with evidence right now, which is a felony charge.
Okay. So do you want to do a report today based on.
Yeah, I want the YouTube channel. you to be in the report, so there's evidence of my experiences, and I don't want you to commit that felony crime of tampering with evidence, jeopardize your livelihood.
Okay. What offense do you think has been occurred to you for me to take a report?
After giving you the direction of being ran off road and tased and your expertise, did you have to go to school to be a police?
Who tased you?
Did you have to go to school to be a police?
It's an academy.
Academy? How long was that?
Uh, here in Garland, 7 weeks.
7 weeks. That's all you had to do was go to school 7 weeks to be a police?
Well, I'm a lateral, but that's besides the point.
No, it is. It's a vital information. So how long did you have to go to school in total?
4 months, 7 weeks.
That's all you had to do to be a police, go to school 4 months, 7 weeks?
Different agencies do it differently. Yeah.
Okay, so you have education and you went to school 4 months and 7 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I have just told you my experience. What do you think you need to do?
That's why I'm asking you for names, who tased you.
I said threatened to tase me. That's all you got out of all the experiences that I said? That someone tased, and you still haven't taken the YouTube channel, which is evidence of me getting violated all across from location to location?
Can you show me the YouTube channel on your phone?
Okay, one moment. Let me get my phone. He wanted me to stop the recording, but I'm getting my other phone. No, I'm homeless. That's why you're here. I'm homeless and can't flee abuse, period. I don't have an address. Each location, like I was telling you about the bands, it's just a lot. It's kind of hard for me to be understood.
You're homeless here in Garland?
Yes.
Okay.
You see this call I'm getting? Right here, the restricted.
Mhm.
I got 73 of these calls yesterday. Another time, 300. I called this and reported it to Garland Police. Are you able to give me an update with my reports?
I am not.
Okay,
You
how
would
do I
have-
get?
You would have to call up and do a follow-up with the detective. That report number they issued you that day, if you took a report, give them that number.
You see, I put my phone up and then it came on. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's just a phone call, right?
No, this is my phone. But did you see? I didn't touch my phone. You see how it's playing?
Okay.
Did you see that?
Where you were going to show me a video on that phone.
But it played when I did not touch my phone. You didn't see that?
I mean, Grace, your side, so it must have touched something.
It must have touched it, but it did it in my pocket. And when I had it on the desk and one that didn't touch it. It does this all the time on its own.
245 NC, I see.
Okay, you want to see my channel?
Yes, once.
You see the prank call calling back?
Can you run a text ID?
So he's doing a run on me to help me flee abuse. They throw false charges, so let's see what happens.
34 57 90 83 34 57 90 83.
You see all these calls that I'm showing you? These are like 3 or 4 calls just since we've talking. But these people are always interrupting me doing things. It's strange. It happened at home. The calls immediately started when I started talking to you.
How did they get your phone number? Who do you think it is?
Well, they are claiming that I put it on my YouTube channel, but it's happened before. I had relentless prank calls when I didn't have a YouTube channel. I had it in a task of all these hang-up calls, but the police department want to investigate all these harassing calls I've endured. So now it did it again.
Oh, that's as soon as you click on a video.
I'm not being heard. We were talking and it started playing again from nowhere. This is the second time since we've been talking.
It's a commercial.
Oh, so it's a commercial for a commercial to play on its own.
Sometimes they do on videos.
Oh, so that's why my phone keeps on playing on its own, because commercials do that on their own.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because it has played 2 times without me pressing anything for a video, and you said YouTube commercials do that on their own to cover for it. Just like Richardson Police covered for my device when it was hacked. So I had made all these reports in Garland, was arrested at New Beginnings and Texas Rangers for reporting crimes. People have not had accountability. Now you're saying that I have to go through this runaround for making reports?
No. Why did they arrest
That's why they arrested me for They arrested me for attending a domestic violence support group with malice, which I thought was consequences for the police, but they haven't had any, and assaulted me. Okay. They arrested me at the Texas Rangers for reporting government officials committing crimes. It's a pattern.
Okay.
So, but the evidence of that is that why would they deprive me of my constitutional right to go to court on these false charges?
Right. You can definitely follow up on those agencies and report them higher up on.
But you still haven't taken my YouTube channel and tampering with evidence as a felony charge.
You haven't showed me any YouTube channels.
Okay.
You just keep saying videos are playing.
Okay. Your body cam's on?
Yes, ma'am.
It's Kiana, Keyyana.
Can you show me the video?
Clark, Clark, Peace, Peace on YouTube. Because I'd like someone to investigate the experiences that I have on this channel. Another police. Is why do I always have this? One police comes out, then another police, and the second police are always the ones trying to do the report. You had to call backup for someone fleeing abuse on that party?
They always send 2 officers to every call at Garland, so I don't. So that's probably why.
Oh, okay. I thought it was intimidation.
Nope.
Okay. What was your badge number and your name?
Officer Risk 11877.
Were you here last night? What was your name?
No, I wasn't here last night.
Okay. And what was your badge number?
11877.
And
you have it recording, right? So you can just play it back.
And what was your name?
Officer Risk.
Okay.
Badge number's 1.
I thought on a video that I recording that I saw the other day that it said that if officers abused their position and came with intimidation and used their tones and body gestures and did all of this, that this was consequences. That these are avenues that police can use. You want me to pull up the site? It talked about abuse of power and how officers can use intimidation and tones and their body gestures.
That's not in the law. That's probably just a website.
Yeah, it was just showing psychological abuse that officers can be enlisted in that were committing crimes and tactics that they have to deprive someone of law enforcement.
You called us here, correct?
But I just talked to him. Why do I have to repeat it again to you? This is traumatic. To repeatedly have to endure this? Why would you abuse your power? And I just gave a whole report to him.
Yeah.
I gave a whole report to him, and then you want me to repeat my phone that came on a third time?
Well, if you got any complaints and everything, you can come up to the Garland Police Department, file a complaint, and do it.
So I can't flee abuse, period? I'm going to have to endure this the rest of my life?
You can definitely flee abuse.
And where's my report number and all the reports that haven't been investigated and assaults and arrests?
You haven't made a statement about an offense being committed. So how can I take a report on there's no offense? Oh,
okay. So me being ran off the road in Garland is an offense?
Who ran you over?
These prank calls, another one that you're witnessing, those aren't offenses?
Who ran you off?
The prank calls, is that an offense?
Who ran you off?
Are you covering for crimes? Because if I can't report the prank calls to you and that you're witnessing in front of you and the crime's being committed with my phone, and you're tampering with evidence, which is a felony, repeatedly unaddressed. Let me just put the phone up. It just keeps coming on its own. Let me just put it up. And you guys just repeatedly keep covering for it. So if I put it down on the ground, then the phone can't come on its own. Then it's obvious, and maybe you'll be forced to do law enforcement. Okay, the phone's on the ground. So the prank calls that I've had to endure years. You're refusing to investigate the prank calls. They scam. No, the prank calls you just witnessed today.
A prank call is not a crime.
Harassing calls is criminal, and police department investigates
have you tried
that.
To block their number?
It's restricted. I can't.
So
I'm talking to him. I don't understand all these distractions. I've already did a report with him. Are you covering for this? Government covering for these people that call me? You just witnessed in this short amount of time 4 or 5 calls. Then I already reported it to Garland Police. And I have all kind of other recordings of it on my YouTube channel. I had 300 calls in one day, wasn't to the police department to repeatedly keep covering for crimes. I thought it was a felony charge. And you witnessed my device playing on its own multiple times and then cover for it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep looking around.
Can I get the event number, please?
095332, again, 095332.
Yeah, for it, thank you.
Okay, we're just giving her any number.
Got another one for the intimidation.
Yeah, it's
They're not
his-
abusing
it's
power.
It's his district,
Ma'am,
okay?
so this is gonna be the number for the.
But some kind of way,
that
they
you
will
called
not
in, okay?
investigate any of
So,
this. All these
if
police
you
here to
want
commit
that
crimes.
information, just call the
But I'm
Garland
still
Police
haven't been able to
Department
flee abuse or get shelter.
or
That's why I
come to
called.
the department and get that.
I'm not able to
event
flee
number,
abuse or
okay?
get shelter.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm not able to get abuse or get help to get shelter. I'm not able to get shelter. They're behind it. How many patterns equal the risk? It's fruitless. They're on the payroll, abusing badges and guns, keeping me from hotel stays, shelters, and all services. Walking off once again when I'm desperate, knowing that all the terror that I'm going to experience when I leave here, and all the places that are going to scheme that are full to keep me in jeopardy year after year.